So Seth Rollins would kick off Monday Night Raw, and Seth Rollins would come out, and he would get a reaction known of boring. And listen, as great as Seth Rollins is, and as good as he is in that ring, for him to come out week after week after week, the same diatribe, the same mannerisms, and I know it's not all his fault. I know it's the creative team. I know it's the powers that be. It's horrible. I mean, it gets to a point where, it's expected, it's anticipated. You can talk about John Cena being drawn out and played out and what have you, but this whole Seth Rollins kicking off Raw, kicking off SmackDown, kicking off live events, it's getting to be a little bit redundant. But anyways, he kicks off Monday Night Raw and talks about his Night of Champions nightmare when he has to go against Sting and John Cena. And then Seth Rollins talked about how he's so good and how he's so great and how, he made history. And then Sting would appear on the Titantron alongside the prized possession of Seth Rollins, the statue of Seth Rollins. And Sting said, if you want it, come and get it. I'm shining it up real good for you. I'm making it nice and clean. I'm keeping it where it needs to be. And you know what? If you want this, come and get it. And obviously, Seth Rollins was not happy. Seth Rollins was not pleased. And then Seth Rollins backstage with Stephanie McMahon, talking about Sting, talking about how he wants his prized possession back. This isn't right. He shouldn't have to go through these kind of things. He's a champion of champions, a champion of morals, and he shouldn't have to go find Sting, and Sting should just hand it over to him. And so the first segment to kick off Monday Night Raw, the promo with Sting and Rollins. So this sets up the night. How is Rollins going to get his statue back? How is he going to get his prized possession back? It was an okay segment. Could have been a little bit better. Obviously, the fans are getting sick and tired of Seth Rollins talking in his diatribe week after week, week in and week out. But at least he's talking about something different in Sting. And he also addressed John Cena in this and saying that, he is Seth freaking Rollins. And then Triple H would return later on. Triple H backstage with Seth Rollins, and Triple H was talking about Stephanie McMahon, and Seth Rollins is all like, oh yeah, everything's under control, everything's good and dandy, but we all know Seth Rollins thought otherwise once he saw Triple H, and he tried to change up the game because Triple H had to remind him that he is a double champion. Your comments, your opinions, Raw coverage continues on Sean's View Entertainment. Subscribe.